Our County, Chapter 3. Breaking News. The morning plays out uneventfully as the duo retreat back into the Fanning household, only occasional creaks of the floorboards disturbing the silence inside. Haven is in the kitchen once again, making some kind of breakfast. Paloma sweeps through the morning light of the living room with her gaze, seeing what she thinks to be pancakes. Aeson and Haven did in fact know each other as well, thankfully, albeit it was something she probably should have made sure of at the start. At least her gut intuition was correct. And what a pair the two were. For as the morning marched forward, the two only settled closer together. Sat on the kitchen island with 2 pancakes at her mercy, Paloma would occasionally glance back at the two, their hands neatly interwoven when they weren't eating, their impossibly simple way of striking conversation. Neither really seems to have any trump over the other, despite their differences. It strikes Paloma as a welcome change. She had never seen somebody that close to her do something like that so easily. Besides that, it's just fun to see what kind of asinine thing Aeson can come up with to talk about. Watching them cook up the genius starter of,
imagine golf, but with a tennis racket. What the fuck, right?
Is nothing short of awe-inspiring to the common man, least of all Paloma. Almost makes it harder to believe that a sentence like that came out of a man who was 2 centuries old. But that reminds her. The wings! The soul stuff! What was that all about? The girl swivels her stool around the island, its awkward creaking vibrating against her as her legs center in on the living area. The sound is all too recognizable for the people who actually live here, surely, prompting Haven to turn her head over her shoulder. And geez, now it's time to start conversation. She's looking at you now, Paloma. Prep time be damned.
Haven.
She starts with her hands clasped together in her lap.
Aeson told me some weird stuff about you guys.
Did he now?
She smiles with a furrowed brow before realizing what exactly weird constitutes as to a human with no prior knowledge of the stone.
Hey, so you've got her up to speed on the rooftop?
She saw me with my wings out. I thought it'd just be cool to rip the band-aid off fast.
That was my question, actually. Can you also make wings, Haven?
The woman laughs towards Aeson before setting her coffee down and standing up.
No, not wings, but I can do this.
She flicks her hand back and swings it up like a mime rowing a boat backwards. Sparks quickly trail up and around it, and at the apex of its rise, a bright yellow light emanates from her fingertips. It bounces around the room, gleaming off of countertops and windows. It only lasts a second or two, and once it subsides, a bright yellow blade of sorts manifests in Haven's hand. Its handle wrapped in a brown grip with a clear H engraved on it. A sharp force of weaponry hangs out on both sides, jagged like a bolt of lightning and arched in opposite directions. A dual-ended sword, no mistake made. Now, okay, there's stuff to unpack here, sure. When Paloma first saw Aeson with their wings, she assumed that others would at least be similar. But this... that's just a sword. A cool, bright one, nonetheless, but is there consistency here at all? Can these powers just encompass whatever? She slides further back into her chair, immediately correcting the definite mistake as her head arches closer to the weapon.
Those aren't wings.
As Haven's mouth creases open, a broadcast plays on the TV in the living area. It blares a fanfare, screaming urgency throughout the building. Haven, hearing this, sighs loudly. She slumps off from her nonchalant lean against the couch, turning back around towards the TV screen. Paloma would come back to this matter, these weapons, but it would have to be on standby for the time being. She gazes at the duo as they intently oversee the viewing. On the screen is a news broadcast. A clear breaking news on the top left corner of the screen. The headline reads, "Ritualistic attacks still commonplace. Controversy over leader's imprisonment," in large red text. It slides to the left as the text loops across the screen. Haven stands before it all with her arms crossed. This isn't pleasing to anyone in the room, that much is obvious, but she seems especially bothered by it. The news anchor goes on to speak of an assault on a weapons enhancement shop in the city stone by. Aeson slithers one of their arms into Haven's, locking them together.
Jeez, that's like the third one in 2 weeks. Don't they have anything better to do?
Yeah, I can see that, but they won't cooperate with me at all.
Paloma watches the two in confusion. As the broadcast continues, it begins to show outdoor security camera footage from a bakery across the street of the attack site. The suspects, a group of eccentric cultists, all branded with burgundy and orange cloaks, are seen storming the aforementioned weapons enhancement shop, whatever that is, fleeing the scene with several items. As they leave, one trails behind. The individual's face is concealed by a hood as they are stopped by local civilians. The Ondors respond in a way that's seemingly normal to the couple. Same shit as always, one would take it. Though for Paloma, despite what she had seen, it was anything but. Both the one remaining cultist, as well as the civilians, are seen summoning weapons and controlling abilities over the natural elements, seemingly out of nothing and nowhere, just as Aeson could, and just as Haven just did. A full showcase of the state of soul as Paloma was now getting to know it. As a means of escape, the civilians are swiftly fought off, but barely hurt, if at all. The cultist escapes, fleeing the scene once an opening is available. As astonishing as it all may be to witness, the moment is short-lived, however. Aeson, their arms crossed now as he continues to stare at the TV, is clearly bothered as he interrupts the curiosity of the room.
Have, they're calling you out.
He points to the screen as he speaks. Their words get quieter as the room is filled with only the sounds of the oncoming report. On screen, as stated by the reporter, is a note, left at the scene of the crime. It alerts Haven directly to something despicable in nature, though what that is, Paloma doesn't know.
Haven Fanning, you have something I need. You know where to find me.
The letter reads. It is signed off by no one. That's all the contents the letter has to offer.
They're trying to get a rise out of me, I suspect.
Haven sighs, dissipating her weapon before raising her arms into a closed-off cross.
Is it working?
Yes, I could be. I'm gonna pay them a visit if you would like to join me.
Yeah, I'll go, if there's any chance you need backup, right?
The boy steps closer to her, resting a hand on her shoulder. At this moment, something happens. Something out of left field, even for Paloma. No, especially for Paloma. It's so subtle that not even she can feel it, but she knows something is off when she asks.
Can I go?
The two freeze. They definitely heard what they thought they heard, not that it really made any sense. Why? That was the question. Aeson glances at the two girls.
Heh, I like your guts.
Me too. Kind of. But, what?
As Haven asked, Paloma found her answer uncertain. She wasn't sure why she had just asked, it just blurted out when the opportunity arose. And now that she realizes what she had just said, she still wants to go, maybe? She understands the wild danger involved, and under any other circumstance, she wouldn't be asking. In fact, it'd usually be a cold day in hell before she ever threw herself in harm's way for really any reason. But she wanted to go right now, and regardless of the reason or motivation, she knew that desire to be real. It had to be. Haven widens her bright eyes, their yellow hue surrounding her deep black scleras, flickering brighter for just a moment. She turns to the child with an aura of sternness and worry.
I'm not sure if you're being serious, but Red, no. It's too dangerous, and you've seen what they did. You saw the news. You're going back to Earth sometime soon, and I want you to be in one piece.
Paloma couldn't deny that. She may be young, but she's not that reckless, and Haven knows that, she thinks. But the desire persists, so she continues to push.
What about you guys, then?
You've seen what we can do. What I can do, at least. A regular human can't do that. It's impossible. I'd know.
Her tone is just that much more strict before she continues softly.
Once this is taken care of, I promise we'll have a night on town. Like a regular one. It'll be more relaxing that way, right? No personal business or any weird nonsense like that.
Well, it did sound nice. Something still wasn't sitting well about the response she was getting. This was different. She couldn't shake why, but the need orbited around her head at an alarming consistency. And like a massive car crash, the poor girl just couldn't look away. For one reason or another, Paloma had to see this through. She had to. Haven and Asen leave soon after. No preparation needed. And as they barrel out of the front door, left inside is just Paloma. Just her, the sound of the TV, and the car crash still floating around in her head. For all of 2 minutes. It's not like they locked her in.